Hey YouTube, this is Morgan with RC4U, and here I have the removal of the TRX 4 Traxxs and preparation for snow. I'm gonna go ahead and spray them with silicone and let it dry for I don't know how long ever it takes to dry. It takes a long time for the silicone to dry. And that's the silicone product that I'm using there, if anyone wants to know. Liquid wrench. And this should keep all the snow off the insides of these tracks so they don't just flop off every time you start running in snow for about 15 feet. Okay, first you gotta take, there's 2 screws behind here on this plate. Yeah, I'm gonna take these all off, and I'm gonna take the tracks off, and I'm gonna soak them in water and soap and give them a real good clean, and then rinse the soap off really good, of course. Dry them really well, and then I'll use my silicone spray on them. Oh, of course, I spun it the wrong way. Now I have to use my driver. Okay, let's see how easy this piece is to snap off here. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Snapped right off. Okay. So I guess I should make sure I keep all my hardware. Oh. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and do the back track for you. In my last video with this truck, I crawled for, about 15 feet, and these tracks completely filled with snow, and they became unrunnable. So that's something that hopefully this silicone spray stops. And I'm kind of thinking that maybe if the silicone spray doesn't work, thinking I'm gonna have to put some sort of shield on this side and this side to keep all the snow out, and that should work. I mean, the main reason I bought these tracks is to run them in the snow. And I bought a whole sport just for the tracks too, because these tracks are enough of a pain in the butt to get off to where I didn't want to be switching them from tracks to tires, like, ever. I didn't even really want to take them off to have to respray them. I think that the Traxxas should have silicone sprayed them in the factory. At the price point these things cost, I think it's like $250. They could have used a little bit of silicone spray. I think got away with it. Wouldn't have broke the budget. Since once again, everyone's gonna use these to run in snow. Okay, almost have this track off. And then, yeah, the rear ones come off really easy. The front ones, if they, are a little bit sticky, you can always use a Phillips head screwdriver or something. And next, I'm going to be washing these tracks up and the whole unit. Take this track off of here. Yeah, next I'm going to be washing this whole unit up, making sure there's not any dirt on it. And then I'm going to spray them down really good with this silicone spray. So, stay tuned. Okay, here we are at the kitchen sink. I am going to start the water, turn it on full hot, and use some Dawn dish detergent. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and throw my tracks in there. Shut this off for now. I'll just use it to rinse. And go ahead and dip one of these guys. For my tools, I'm using toothbrush. I have this set aside by the sink for this sort of thing. As you can see, don't steal your sister's toothbrush. And just, the ordinary sink brush to scrub these guys off with. So I'm going to go ahead and dip this in here. Just give it a good rough scrub. One side, on the other side, and then probably I'll go ahead and take my toothbrush, wherever it is, in my scalding hot water. Ouch. Yeah, just kind of go along on the wheels, make sure you get all the dirt out of them. The cleaner you get these, the better effect you will probably have with the silicone spray and it propelling any snow off your wheels instead of sticking to any jagged dirt or anything that are on any of these cogs. And yeah, just kind of make sure there's not a whole bunch of built up dirt and debris in any of this from, going and running it through mud puddles and mud and rivers and dirt and things like that. That bearing there seems to have some rust on it. Okay, I'll just dip it in here again real fast. Go ahead and rinse it off. And I think I'm probably going to do about the same with the track. take this brush here, just go along the inside of it quickly. And then, yeah, just brush the outside of it, make sure there's nothing on there. You want these parts to be as clean as possible, like I said. And I'm gonna do the rest of these parts, and I'll get back to you. Okay, now for the maintenance of the bushings. I really didn't take this thing through mud. Maybe very little water, definitely the snow. Okay, this wheel's completely not moving. That's gonna slow down your track a whole lot and make your motor strain, especially with all these different wheels here. This one's moving okay. That one's actually spinning a little bit freely, but yeah, this one's like not even moving, which is really bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this apart. You're gonna need your 2 Allen wrench screwdrivers for both sides that are the same size, of course. And once you got it apart, you're gonna have these washers. You'll have 4 of them come off the whole thing all together. There's another washer in here. You just want to pay attention to it. And I'm just gonna do one at a time. Oh boy, that one's in there tight. This bushing is like pretty much locked, I guess. There's another washer. And then there's that washer on the outside. There we go. Wow, this bushing is really on there. Okay, there we go. Wow. No wonder why that wasn't sliding very good. Okay, what I'm gonna put all over this bar is some white lithium grease from Lucas. Make sure that these things slide better. Yeah, that's much better already. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and put this Allen nut back in. Yeah, maintaining these tracks. I hope this is something I only have to do once, since they decided not to put, you know, some lithium grease on at the factory. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts to these tracks. You could spend a lot of time, and if you only get to take them out once or twice between, you know, having to maintenance them, I don't know if I would, you know, want anything to do with them. I think I'd rather run wheels if that's the case. Okay. Gonna go ahead and take a Q-tip. put some grease on the inside of these. I kind of got it all over the place on that one. Of course, somehow I'm missing a washer. If a piece can, it will disappear. Try to get the white lithium grease out of that screw hole. I imagine it won't be very good for the threads locking. And it's quite the process. I'm going to spend a lot of time just trying to get these wheels to spin right. And you got to lock it down with both of them. Okay, here we go. Of course, I have some space with that washer. I'll find it after I'm done with this video. But now it's spinning a lot nicer anyways. Before it was just completely locked. Now it's actually spinning. And yeah, once you get all these wheels spinning freely, your track's gonna move much nicer. Okay, I'll be back when I start spraying these with silicone. Okay, now it's time to spray these guys. I haven't set them on the tracks, so when I spray them, maybe I'll overspray the track a little bit. You want to make sure you get about full coverage on these. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip them over. One thing that you want to make sure to do is turn them like this. Make sure you get this whole cog. This cog is what's filling up with snow and making it so the tracks fall off and stop spinning. So let's spin it, spin, and spray them again. Now it's important that you let these dry fully before you take them out in the snow, because it won't work if you don't. I mean, it's going to take a while to dry too. Probably a good 48 hours is my guess. So I got these fairly well completely covered, I think. yeah, if they're not covered, snow's gonna stick to them and they're gonna have a hard time. And I'm gonna make sure that I spray the inside of these, because that's also what's getting snow buildup and making it so these tracks are slipping. And might as well spray the outside of them real fast too, because they'll make it so the tracks clear out with snow, clear the snow out of them pretty well. I'm halfway tempted to try this with a set of my tires that I'm going to be running in the snow. The only thing I can think of is that would be a disadvantage is if I made a set of small chains, I sprayed them as well, the snow may actually not stick to them, which it may be preferred in certain situations. So, okay, well there we go. These guys are all sprayed up, and I have this Tupperware here. I'm going to go ahead and throw a towel in. I already have my Armatyphon in there. It's been sprayed and just drying. Okay, here we go. Just throw these guys in there. Throw the tracks in there on their sides. Make sure they're on their sides so they can drain properly. And on their sides, maybe even at a little bit of an angle would be preferred. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in this Tupperware so it doesn't, just gonna stink in my house less. Silicone spray is kind of stinky. Okay, well, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit that bell button, and you guys have a great day. Get out there and play with Smarties of your own.